Hi everyone, you're welcome back to my channel. Oh yeah, today I'm going to be talking about something very important. This is crazy, but anyways, I'm going to be talking about my experience of getting invited or becoming a guest on the Queen Elizabeth's Jubilee, Platinum Jubilee celebrations. Oh my God, oh my God. I mean, those celebrations are one of the biggest, one of the respected celebrations, in the entire world. And I mean, that is the best celebration, in the UK. So I feel so happy, and I feel so glad, I feel so high, and I feel so warm. I don't know how I can describe myself, but it's so good, it's so good, it's so good, it shows it shows that I'm not a Yankee, city Yankee, over Yankee, I don't know what that is, but I am known by someone who knows the Queen. But anyways, on 31st May, that was a Tuesday, that was the official birthday of Queen Elizabeth, and that's when they celebrated 70 years on the throne as the Queen of England. So it was such a huge celebration, For those who watched the video, people were all over everywhere, people were everywhere near the Buckingham Palace, and the royals were just waving at the people, and it was so it was so magnificent. Oh man, it was so good. Well, those celebrations took place in various countries, and I was among the guests, and that's an honor. So thank you so much for having me, British High Commission. Well, I got this invitation about 1.5 weeks. I remember I was in the village, I was offline, and I got this, phone call from an office. Hello, Annette, we have just sent an invitation. We would like you to accompany us, on celebrating the Queen's official birthday and the Platinum Jubilee celebrations. And I was like, excuse me, this is so big. Man, I remember I was in the garden, I was in the garden, and I was like, oh man, this is so good. So I dropped the hoy there and I went home. And I was like, okay, now what's next? Okay, it's going to be on the 31st of Tuesday. I should prepare the dress, the high heels and all that. So, I went back home. I went to town, what do I mean by home? I went back home from the garden, and then from there I went to Kampala, where I stay, and I went to downtown to look for a beautiful dress and a high heel. On reaching town, I identified a dress and the high heels I wanted, but I forgot that I just can't walk. I just can't walk in heels. I have failed to walk in heels. I didn't practice, so I couldn't wear them. And I had to change the dressing code. So I got my, beautiful petite, greenish, if that's the color, pant. It was this one actually, my pant, and then this beautiful top with the white and brown dots, and then I got my brown shoes, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to rock. And I got my money pass. It's like so cultural, it looks so beautiful. Then I was like, yes, I'll be ready for this celebration. And then we went. Oh man, that was my best experience, in terms of celebrations, because that was my first celebration, in terms of, very, very important celebration ever. That was the first one. That was the first one in my lifetime. So I really felt so happy. I felt so happy. We arrived, and, at the entrance, we had to present our national cards, national residence cards, and then our invitation cards. We presented them, and then We started taking pictures. We took so many pictures with the royal guards, not the royals, but the royal guards. And then while entering, I started seeing generals coming in from the other side. I was like, who are these? And they had all their stones, you know, on the shoulders. And I'm like, oh, these are the generals, okay. Yeah, I mean, there were so many people. And then while going, that's when I met Dr. Sabrina Chitaka, my beautiful soul. Oh my goodness, I love her so much. So we met. After we met, we became a pair until the end of the ceremony. So when we went up, we met Mrs. Sauzi Sarah, the actress. Most of you know her as Naraiso. She's so beautiful. She is a full vibe herself. Oh my goodness, I loved her vibe. I mean, honestly, I loved her vibe. And you know, well, I noticed her, you know, at the entrance. I saw her and I was like, oh, this is Naraiso. And I saw so many people, you know, taking pictures with her. But I was like, I don't know her, she doesn't know me, so no, it's okay. Maybe we shall meet inside there. But you know, it's very hard for me to just go and just be like, oh, hello, Naraiso. So I was like, no, it's okay. It's okay. If I'm going to meet her, I'll meet her. Well, I love her, but I was just scared, afraid to approach her. So when, you know, we went to her with Dr. Sabrina, well, Dr. Sabrina is so known, you know. She's so known by so many people in Uganda. So they knew each other. And they're like, oh, Mrs. Sauzi, oh my goodness. And then Dr. Sabrina immediately introduced me to Mrs. Sauzi. And then we connected. And then we started taking pictures and videos together. Of course, you know, there were other people around there. And then we took pictures together. And then we took videos. And then we wrote cards for the Queen. This was so good. And then we went to this 360 degrees camera thing, you know, when you are in the middle and the phone is rotating like this. Oh man, everybody wanted it. So we went there, we enjoyed, you know, I took videos of, you know, the place. The place was so good. The lights were out of this world. And the foods were really good, you know. So after that, we went for speeches. They gave about three speeches, and we were listening while connecting. And where we are standing, there was a group of people. I think these were only generals and those people in really big positions, prime ministers, and their location was kind of, you know, separated from ours. I remember there was a red rope that was separating us from them, and I noticed that there were people standing just close to us, and they were just keeping quiet. We didn't talk to them. They were not telling us any stories, nothing. We're just getting bored with them, but they were just there. And at the end, we noticed that, oh, these are the, what are they called? What are they called? So they listen to what we talk. If we talk about the generals, they can take back the information. I think, who are those people? Spy? I think spies. So I think those people were spies because they were standing like distant from each other and they were just quiet like this. I was like, oh, how come you're not enjoying the function? And I was like, oh, these must be the spies. So their ears are wide open. In case you say anything bad, they have to take it back. So we had to change all the conversations to just focus on other things. Yeah, but we didn't say anything bad anyway. Yeah, nothing bad we said. So no worries. Yeah. So continuing with the conversation, and then there Cecilia, you know, and Ludovico came in. Those are Commonwealth Scholarship alumnus and alumna. So we vibed up, and then after we went for pictures, you know, as are the Commonwealth Scholarship, you know, alumni, and then the alumni. So it was so good, you know. After that, you know, we were, I mean, looking for other people to say hello and, you know, getting drinks, you know, and getting what to eat. I remember, you know, testing it was a roll. It was like pan. What is pan? Bread, like a roll, you know, a cheese roll. And inside there was this soup. This soup, you know, tasted like teriyaki sauce soup or Big Mac sauce. But, you know, there were other foods. There were so many various foods, but these foods were in the form of snacks. Non-snacks. They were not foods like matoke or rice or groundnuts and all that. They were like chicken, some what are they called? What are they called? We eat them every day. Oh, okay, now I remember. Chips, potato chips. There were potato chips, and then some rolls, and then some meat. That meat was red meat, and then on top of that meat, there was some veggies, and then we had juice. We had juice, a lot of juice, and then sodas. Juice got over before I got satisfied, but I got a soda. I got Stony. I don't like Stony, but I had to take it because that was the soda that I could take. But, you know, I loved the juices that I drank before. And there was a lot of wine, but, you know, I don't take wine, so I didn't take anything. And what else? Yeah, I met so many people. I met members of parliament. I met this lady, Miss Flavia Kalule. I met TV presenters, Kasumba. I met this runner. There is a person who runs in Uganda. I think he Chapteng? No, I don't know. But I met him, you know, and that was so nice. And then who else did I met? And then I met, you know, the Bush High Commissioner, Miss Kate, and oh my goodness, I met so many people. It was so amazing, and it was full of dances. You know, we danced so much, you know, with Dr. Sabrina. She was, you know, using Snapchat. We were posting videos. I loved it. Oh my goodness, Dr. Sabrina, thank you so much for giving me that vibe. So what did I learn, you know, when I went, you know, for celebrations? I mean, Queen's official birthday and Platinum Jubilee celebrations. The thing is that, first of all, it feels so good. It feels extremely good when you are invited, you know, to such big occasions. You know, you feel so good and be like, wow, I'm so lucky. Oh, so good. It's so amazing, you know, it feels so good, you know. Who am I? I'm nothing, I'm nobody. But, you know, getting, you know, invited to be, you know, on such big occasions where all these people, you know, these maybe, you know, people in very big high positions, you know, in Uganda, where they go, we're on the same table. Who am I? That was really great. Yeah, I loved it. What I learned, you know, is that whenever you go to any big occasion like that, don't forget to take your business cards. Make sure you have your business cards. You know, I was there. I met so many people. I met so many presidents of various universities here in Uganda. But the thing is that I introduced who I am, you know, to them. And they were like, wow, that's amazing. I was like, I visited your school. You've done a great job, you know, well done and all that. It's like, wow, you came into my university? It's like, yeah, you know, I do so many, you know, university tours in Uganda. So I'm learning, you know, the thing is that those things are most likely to stop there. They don't stick in their minds. Honestly, these are busy people. They're working on so many things. If I forget WhatsApp messages, what about them? Personally, I forget WhatsApp messages totally, because my brain becomes stuck and I'm like, what's going on inside there? And I'm like, okay, just freeze. And I forget messages forever. And even if I start messaging them, I can't finish responding to all of them because responding to messages takes time, honestly. So give them the business card. If they remember you, or if the business card really talks by itself, describing who you are, they will contact you. Yeah, they will contact you for something, you know, or you can get their business cards, but don't leave that out. And then the next thing is that when you go to such big occasions, check on your friends who you think they were invited. I got so lucky. I got in touch with the Dr. Sabrina Shtaka. And then we confirmed that, okay, we're both invited, perfect. And you know, when we went, you know, I knew where to start from. So when you have, because that's a very respected occasion, right? So there is no way I'm going to jail with a member of parliament that I only see on the internet. They don't know me, I don't know them, you know? So when I went, I knew that I'm going to meet Dr. Sabrina Shtaka, and I knew that I'm going to meet some of the scholars from the Commonwealth, the alumni and the alumni. So I was like, yeah, not alone, you know. So get somebody who will be there so that you can have a company. It's hard to just land on a person and you stay with them, you know, until the end of the ceremony if you don't know them. It's just hard. And it's also not funny to be alone, to be by yourself, you know, at such a high occasion. I mean, not all of us are very confident in, you know, saying hello to everyone, and not everybody is going to be willing to say hello back or to be welcoming to you, because some people will be like, who are you? Ah, okay, you understand that? So have someone who you're going with, and you know, so enjoy it. You'll be like, okay, I'm with someone and we are enjoying, and we are going, you know, to various points together. For me, I was with Dr. Sabrina, and whenever we went, she always introduced me. She introduced me to every group she went to, because I mean, so many people know her as a doctor, as their teacher, because she is a senior lecturer at Makerere University. So this is a PhD candidate. Annette. She has an inspiring story. Please meet Annette. She's a PhD candidate and she has an inspiring story. Oh, and I was like, oh, thank you so much. That is so nice, you know. And when I told her, you know, oh, that's so kind of you and so sweet of you to be introducing me to your circles, and she was like, come on, that's so tiny. I mean, that's what mentors should do. I was like, wow, I'm learning all these things, you know. So whenever I go, I should do my best to introduce my juniors to all the people they need, you know. I mean, even if they don't need them at that point, you never know, you know, in the future they might be like, oh, and hey, you remember you introduced me to this person, don't you think they can help me? Oh, of course, you know. And because life is all about people, so it taught me a lot. Honestly, and I really thank, you know, Caro works at the British Council, you know, for coordinating everything. Thank you so much. I also thank the association, you know, of the alumni and the alumni here in Uganda. So thank you so much for each and everything. Yeah, that's all. That was my experience. If you want to know more about me, all the videos, I have over 230 videos explaining about who I am and what I do. Just go to my channel, you know, go to the videos or the playlist and just select, you know, whatever interests you from there. But thank you for that, and don't forget to share my content if you find something that is meaningful to you. Yeah, thank you.